My name is Rajat Nair. My register number is URK19CS1107. Today we're gonna discuss about how to demonstrate and the working of a DDL commands like create, alter, truncate, and drop. So I have an exercise which says create a table customer details with the following specification. So we need to give some column names like cust ID, cust last name, mid name, cust first name, account number, account type, bank, branch, cust email, and according to their width and data types, even constraints. So how to do this? We'll go to the SQL command line and we'll make this. So we have created this table. How to create this table? So how we can create this table? We can write create table and table's name, that is customer details, and which has cust id as number 5 and a constant not null, same as this table, and cust last name as a varchar 220 not null, and cust mid name as a varchar 24, and cust first name as varchar 220, account number 5 as a primary key, account type is varchar 210 not null, bank branch varchar 225 not null, and cust email varchar 230. So if we want to see the table, so how can we say? We need to give a command desc. Desc is like describe. So describe customer details, that is the table name. So if we do this, we will get the column name and the data types. This is the data type and this is the constraints. So now over you can see the primary key. Now you can see the account number has a constant as not null. As if we give any constants, it will only show over here not null, but it's there, the primary key is there. So now moving on to the next part of the question. Next part, it says that add a new column contact phone to the customer details table. So basically, if you want to add, modify or update something, you need to start with the command line as alter. So you need to give alter. So how to give that? You just go and type the syntax alter table, which table's names customer details, and you need to add. So basically we need to add a new column. So we can do add column name is contact phone. So we gave contact phone, which has a data type. We usually gives a data type. So we have a data type as number 10. Basically contact number has 10 numbers in it. So you can see table altered. So if we see a new column, the previous one is only having cust email, the new described table will give you contact phone also. Now our third question says that modify the size of contact phone. So now you can see our contact phone number has a number variable number data type as 10. So if you need to give if you are living in India, so if you need to give a 91 as a country code, you have to change this 10 to 12. So how to change it? Alter table customer details, modify contact phone number 12. Just we give number 12, and before that we have to give modify. So it will say table altered. So if we describe the table, it will say number 12. Previous one was number 10, and now the new number will be number 12. Now next question is that add a not null constraint to contact phone using alter command. So how to add? Alter table customer details, modify contact phone not null. Just give not null, that's all. So if we give, as you can see over there, the contact phone has no constants. Now if we give the constant, it will say not null over here. As you can see, contact phone has not null as a constant. Now what we have to do, we need to give add a unique constraint on the contact phone call. So how to give a unique? Just we need to alter the table. So how to alter table? Alter table customer details, add constraint, and we will give a variable that n, and which constant? Unique constant. So n is that variable which states for unique, and we'll in bracket which column we need to give. So we just want to give to the contact phone column, so we give contact phone. So alter table is altered. So as I said that nothing will be nothing will be there on the constant part. It always shows not null, and if the constant is removed, the not null will also be removed. So over here, this contact form, it was unique. Like the previous, it was null, not null. When we give unique, it will be a unique one now, but not null will be there as a syntax type. As we will see this, it will only give not null. Now we need to add a check constant to check whether the cust ID between 101 and 105. So for checking, for when this is basically for the values, like the values which the column is, like the row parts. So basically we didn't do the row part now because it's we just need to create an alter, truncate and drop. So we just what we did is we just alter table customer details, add constant where check. So for check we gave a constant and a variable like m, which says that cust id is greater than 101 and cust id is less than 105. So table is altered. So there will be no changes in this table, because if we put some values only, then it will give the that check constant to that between 101 and 105. Now we just drop the primary key constant on account number column. So before that, you can see account number has not null constant. Okay, so we just need to account number was having, when we created the table, account number was having the primary key, but over here it will only show not null. So when we do alter table customer details, drop primary key, because we need to drop the primary key constant. So if we drop the primary key, it will say you can see account number. Before that, account number was having not null. Now account number is having nothing, because we remove the primary key. If we remove it, not null will also be gone. Now truncate the table customer details. So for truncating, we just need to give truncate table customer details. So it will truncate the table. Like we can't see any changes over there, because it will only show the values part. Now for drop the table customer details, what does we need to give? We just need to give drop table customer details. So it will say table drop. Then if we just describe customer details, it will say object customer details does not exist. So basically now the drop table command helps to just delete the whole customer table from it. So hence all the SQL commands were successfully executed. Thank you.